Welcome to Euroleague Adventures TV. I'm Sam Meyerkopf. We have Jatsch from InTheGame.org, Rob Scott from Eurostep and Euroleague Adventures fame, and we're here at the O2 at the Final Four. First game up, guys. Olympiacos versus Moscow, championship game rematch. Rob, we're going to start with you. An interesting fact, something you're looking forward to. What's going to happen?
Well, Sam, I'm really looking forward to seeing how Olympiacos deal with CSKA's huge front court rotation with Count and Kristic, the 3Ks, they're big guys. Kyle Hines was speaking to the media last night about how a guy his size can deal with people with players that big. He was just saying they're going to use their quickness, they're going to play quick. He's going to somehow use his strength to kind of get them off their positions. They're going to get out and run. So I'm really looking for Olympiacos to see if they can push the ball in transition. AC Wall is going to be a big part of that. So yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens there, but that's what I'm looking for.
Simone?
Well, additional to that, on the other end, I'm looking forward to how CSKA defends Spanoulis, because I don't think they have, especially in that tall starting lineup, they don't have anyone who's actually destined to defend Spanoulis, and it might be for Teodosic to do it. So, yeah, I guess, I'm looking forward to how Olympiacos are going to play an offense against a very good CSKA.
For me, it's kind of, we had last year Papa Nicolau, incredible performance. How does he come back? Teodosic, really disappointing performance. How does he come back? And which way are they perceived after this Final Four? Because one was a hero, one was a zero. Both great players, but it'll be kind of interesting because, as you said, what are the matchups going to be? And how does Papa Nicolau do? He just missed a shot last time, right? And we have the beautiful English lady telling us what we're going to do. So we're going to go around real quickly. Pick the Olympiacos CSKA game. We're going to start with you, Rob.
I really wish that I wasn't making this pick, but I think the boring pick is in. I think CSKA are just too strong, too big inside. We've seen them kind of peaking towards the end of the top 16. The playoffs they did real well, so I'm going to take CSKA.
I'm also taking CSKA, probably a close game, but I think in the end they have probably a deeper roster and a bit more quality, a bit more balance than Olympiacos, so just got one.
As I've been saying this week, I picked Olympiacos if they had Manzares. He frustrated Teodosic all last year. They don't. They have a really small rotation. It's boring, but I'm going Moscow too. Next game, El Clasico, Real Madrid, Barcelona. I'll start this one off. It's going to be interesting to see Barcelona's now. What is their big man depth? And I think a guy for Real Madrid that can really take advantage is Sam Reyes. He's a little bit under the radar for a guy who had such a good season and such a good career. He knows this Barcelona team so well. And then the matchup with Lorbeck, maybe at center, as you talked about. Lorbeck played center for Moscow. Maybe this is the time of his career. Maybe it's better for him to go to center. So Reyes, Lorbeck's going to be really interesting. Simone?
Yeah, I think what's interesting about this semi-final matchup is that the lineup you'll be seeing for Barca have been practically untested. We're seeing Lorbeck probably at center because Jawai's out. And we're seeing lineups that have been tested in the Panathinaikos series, but we still don't know how they pan out long term without Michael. And also power forward, we might see Todorovic a little because Lorbeck is shifting upwards to center. So there are a lot of unknowns in that game. But yeah, I guess in general it's about containing Real Madrid on the glass, and they definitely lacking a big body with Jawai out. And that's if you control the balls against Real Madrid, you're doing a great job.
For sure, great offensive rebounding to you, Rob.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to flip it around to Barcelona, and I think I'm really interested to see how, if Huertas can stay on the floor, how much of an impact he can have on this team. They're so much of a better offensive team when he plays. The temptation for Pascual a lot of the time has been to put Sada in, particularly as Madrid have incredible offensively talented guards. But if Huertas can stay on the floor, Madrid have to react to that, you know. And that, I mean, Huertas can really push Barcelona's offense to the level it needs to be to keep up with Real when Barcelona have a depleted team. So I think this game's going to be fascinating, and it's probably going to go down to the last few possessions.
Do we get double OT in Copa del Rey? Do we get overtimes tonight?
Triple OT.
We get triple OT tonight?
You heard it here first.
All right, so we're going to go around predictions. Simone, we're going to start with you. Real Madrid, Barcelona, who is the center?
I'm saying Real Madrid. I'm not expecting a triple overtime game. I'm not expecting a high-scoring game either. I'm expecting something like in the 60s maybe. Put some people off, but it's definitely going to be tense and going to close Real Madrid here.
Rob?
Yeah, I'm going to take Madrid too. I think Madrid can control how the game's played. I think with Michael being out, this especially with Tomic and maybe CJ Wise out. Those are three important players for Barcelona, and I think Barcelona will have to react to how Madrid wants to play the game, which has not been how it's been in the history of this matchup in recent years. So yeah, I can see Madrid are comfortable playing a slower game these days. I'm with Simon here, which is usually a safe place to be. I'm going to take Madrid in potentially creeping into the low 70s, maybe triple OT.
I've been on the Real Madrid bandwagon. They have the depth. There's just something about this Barcelona team, you feel them like Navarro in a big moment. I think Lorbeck has a comeback game, a comeback weekend. Saris, how can you ever underestimate them? I'm going with Barcelona to take down Real Madrid. You guys are not cool. Championship game, real quickly. I have Barca Moscow. You guys have Madrid Moscow. How's it going to go down? Rob, we start with you.
Again, similar to the semi-final. CSKA's the boring pick, but they have the size, they have the talent. If they don't choke, if they can kind of summon up some chemistry, then I mean they don't even need as much chemistry as the average team just because of how deep and talented they are. So in a pinch, I'm going to take CSKA. It's safe, it's boring, but I think that's what's going to happen.
Stop describing yourself.
I'm going actually with Real Madrid, also describing myself. The interesting part about Real Madrid is that they've actually shot a worse percentage in this Euroleague season, effective field goal percentage than other leagues. But they, generating a lot of extra possessions by getting rebounds, by not turning the ball over, by causing turnovers, and things are pretty consistent as opposed to field goal shooting. So I think they are just playing consistently at a relatively high level, except for that stretch in the season, and I think they have a good chance against us.
Moscow, Madrid, they have an edge to them. I don't know what it is. It just feels like this team is playing differently. I'm going with Barcelona. They've been tested. They're ready to go. People are counting them out. And you can't count one Pablo Navarro. Ask Euroleague Adventures TV.